Hi everybody, and welcome back to In the Know. My name is Trilby Lawless, and this week we're going to be talking about influencer marketing for webcasts. So I bet you didn't know even bacon and eggs are an influencer marketing tactic. An old manager at a pork company started reaching out to doctors, asking them to promote healthy breakfasts to their clients, and with that included, of course, bacon and eggs, which is now a breakfast staple. So even though influencer marketing seems like a very trendy topic right now, it's really been around for a while, but now we're just applying it in fresh new ways. So when you're thinking about applying influencer marketing to your webcasting tactics, I encourage you to think outside of the box of just the traditional journalists and bloggers that we see such a heavy flux of influencer marketing today, and really think about all the different people who are stakeholders within your organization that can be your influencers. So an influencer is really just anyone who moves your brand forward. So this could include some of your VIP customers, people who are really comfortable and confident in your brand and using it. It could be thought leaders within your organization, so people who are subject matter experts on your webinar content or are known leaders within your organization that make a big impact in your industry. It could also include any of your shareholders or analysts who do research on your industry. So the list could go on, but those are just some ideas of how to think more out of the box on who your influencers could be. And then here are some ways that you can reach out to them. So for your VIP customers, it's important to ask them personally to attend or come join your webcast. So you can have your marketing team reach out to them like you probably are to all your prospects, but also have a customer success manager or someone who's on the CSM team, really anyone who has the best and strongest relationship with them, personally invite them to attend. And you never know what they could spark in the chat, what they could end up sharing about working with you or the subject that helps someone else who's attending feel an impact of your brand. Then for people within your own organization, either of course you could invite them to host and be a part of your webcast, or make sure that they're attending and feeding the comments and questions. They're facilitating sharing your webcast with other people within their social network. So if you provide them copy to be able to share on LinkedIn or email out to any of their peers that they know would be interested, this is another great way that you can push your brand forward and also really control the message since they're within your organization already. And then for reaching out with journalists and bloggers, because even though this is kind of a flooded channel at this point, it is still very valuable to have media show up and be an influencer. So some ideas to stay fresh are to start focusing on the quality of your influencers that you're reaching out to rather the quantity. So finding the people who are niche to your specific topic or focus point and who have the most engaged community, even if it's smaller, will make a bigger impact in the long run than trying to spread yourself too thin, reach out to too many different groups where people don't quite have the same trust or understanding of what you're trying to focus on or push. And then also have the same person building up these relationships so that it feels more like a one-on-one connection rather than a brand with an individual. So whether this is your PR team or your marketing team, try those first since they're the most natural fit. But if that's not working and you're not getting the responses you see, another idea is using your leadership as the face for engaging with the influencers. Since they're often the most people with experience in your field, they can build the most trust and seem like such a knowledge point for them so that the relationship becomes a little more mutually beneficial than just pushing your own agenda. Lastly, all of this would not be worth it if you weren't tracking to see where things are working. So use a refer code on your registration link or a UTM parameter to be able to see, okay, this group made this many people register and then this many people actually attended, so that you can see which of these audiences or which of these influencer types are where your brand is making the biggest impact, you have the best relationships, and where you should focus and spend more time on. Because influencers are still a little hard to get a gauge on what's working the best. This is really the only way you can see, okay, is this strategy working for my brand and where is it working and how overall is it helping our webcast strategy. So that's all I have for you today, but if you're interested in learning more about influencer marketing and how to approach some of these different challenges you might see with it, Our client summit session with Traackr and Martin Waxmin Communications is on our YouTube channel, and they both come from so much experience with influencer marketing and share all of their best practices and things they've learned throughout the years. So I encourage you to check that out, and I will leave a link to it in the description box below. So thank you all for joining. Please don't forget to subscribe to our blog, and I look forward to seeing you next time.